Hi everyone, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, working for Father Yule, and, how that is like. Well, Jordan, hi Father Yule, so, you want to work with me half-time, do ya? Oh, yeah, well, I do need help getting all the gifts ready, you know, putting on the sleigh. Well, how many gifts would that be? Well, that would be gifts for half the world right now. Half the world? What do you mean half the world? Well, because I only go around the world. See, everybody thinks that I go around the world in one night. But that's not true. I go to half the world in one night, because as you know, Western Christendom does Yule in the 12th month. And Eastern Christendom does Yule in the first month. So yeah, I go around the world. I go to only half the world in one night, and the other half of the world another night. So yeah, but that's like a lot of gifts. I mean, you're not making the gifts anymore. Shit, no. The things these days? No. My workers and myself don't know the know-how to make a lot of these things. So a lot of these things we gotta buy. You know? So, yeah, first one of the big things is, getting the gifts ready, for Father Yule. And everyone thinks that Father Yule, and when you're getting the gifts ready and putting it on the sleigh or putting it in the bag, you start to wonder, just how is he getting all these gifts? Well, another thing goes, well, I got all the gifts on your sleigh. Yeah, well, that's the least of it. What do you mean it's the least of the bun? Because now we gotta look at the good and bad sheet now. That's right. And why do you need to keep a reckoning of everyone's deeds and behaviors? Well, it's not that I'm keeping a reckoning of it. It's more as God and Jesus give me this good list and bad list, and I don't know why they do. It's not truly my business, but for some grounds they give it to me. But I know all the things on that list. Those sins, those misdeeds are forgivable by God and by Jesus. And God and Jesus are more forgivable of one's sins and misdeeds than the world itself is. And you got that right. So what happens if I come around my name on the list? Do I do that? It's most likely that you just, you look at everybody else, and I gotta check it more than once. Well, shouldn't you be checking it more than once, not just 2 times, because you say names can shift? Oh yeah, you're right about that. Names can shift, and they do shift. And then after all of that fun happening, then it comes time to know how you're going to get yielded for your time. Because there's this held belief that Father Yule, whatever you want to call him, however you inside him looking like, they like to think that he gives gifts out. They like to think that he yields and fleet staffs. But that's not true. Alright. Alright. Well, today is yield day. And, and speaking of that, the income that I'm going to make, which is, we all know is tollable, we understand that. But I'm on Team Stronghold Guild Income Help, so my time, the span of time and the income has to be the same. Yeah, I understand that. You know, you should go look at your toll on the. You should look at your boundary on your toll. I mean, on your Reckoner 4Y speaker. You'll see it's in there. Well, thank you. And keep in mind, this is only work that only happens between going from the 11th month into the 12th month. Yeah, I get that. Well, what about being an elf on the shelf? What about those kind of things? Oh, you don't want to do that. I mean, the work that you're doing with me is, the smoothest work there's going to be. You don't want to be one of those folks, Jordan, that has to sit and watch someone and then come back every night between the 11th month going into the 12th month and tell them, oh, I saw them do this or I saw them hear that. And the truth is, I don't, you know, you don't want to do that. Oh, the work that you did, well, that's good, and that's the work that's the true work right there. Alright, that's good to know. So, yes, folks, that's how it's like working for Father Yule, or at least my take of working for Father Yule, because I don't know how anyone else's, how their take would be. But give this film a like, share and playlist it, and I'll see you later.